Good morning, family, and happy Saturday morning. This is the day the Lord has made. We came to rejoice and be glad in it. Got a chance to listen in on a little bit of the conversation in the chat before we began this morning, and just people laughing and sharing love with each other. Wonderful way to start the day. People are in the chat saying, I've done my stretches, I'm taking some breaths, I'm drinking my water. That's a great way to start each morning. Get up, tell God, thank you that I'm still clothed in my right mind. Your mercy is new. What didn't kill me made me stronger. And now get that water, get some stretches in that body, and take some big, deep breaths. As you take those breaths, just say, God, thank you for life, health, and strength. Well, today is day 24. We are going to talk today about honoring our ancestors, which I think is something that's appropriate in all of our lives. The best way for us to honor their passing is in our living. We're going to talk about that some today. Before we do that, let's jump to page 5. We're going to read our prayer of surrender together. Come on, let's start the day off the right way. Spirit of truth, carry me where you will. Bring to me what you will. Take from me what you will. Awaken in me what you will. The Christ man is around me. The Christ mind is in me. The Christ power flows through me, and the Christ mystery exists as me. I believe it, I perceive it, and now I receive it. I am surrendered. Come on, let's declare together today our beginning affirmation and addendum. Here we go. Today I will challenge my mind, channel my power, and change my life. Saturday, October 16th, we are in day 24. Yay! We're going to honor our ancestors this morning. And as we do that, let's begin by just declaring an affirmation. Let's be thankful for those who have gone before us. Come on, let's declare it. Each day is a gift from God. As I honor each day, each moment, each breath, I'm consciously living in gratitude. The best way for me to honor those who have transitioned too early is for me to make the most of my time on earth. I will honor the people in my life who have passed away by gleaning wisdom from the lessons they taught me through their journey. Wow. So, one of the principles that we're going to highlight this morning is one of the ways, one of the best ways to honor our ancestors, whether they are family, those who were close to us, like family, and many of us know that sometimes family is not always just blood, is to honor their passing by our living. So many people really grieve at funerals because they believe someone passed, made their transition with some sort of unfinished business, some sort of potential that was untapped. There's an old saying that the graveyard is the wealthiest place on earth. What does that mean? That means there are so many souls that did not reach their fullest potential or capacity, or maybe fulfill their life's destiny, and they made their transition. And so we not only grieve their passing, but maybe we grieve the loss of their living, the way that they lived. All of that is certainly okay. How do we honor that? How do we honor their passing? I would ask a different question. Look at the second paragraph. More importantly, how do we honor their lives? How do we honor their lives? More than dedicating buildings, we're about line 4 down. More than dedicating buildings to them or hanging their pictures in hallways, we can honor their lives and their deaths by soaking in the lessons that they taught us. You may say, I don't remember them ever specifically teaching me any lesson. However, their successes and their failures, both, get that. I want you to resonate with that this morning. Both their successes and their failures are the unspoken lessons they leave to us as an inheritance, come on, and also as an assignment. So, as we navigate our journeys using the wisdom of the lessons they left for us to utilize, we are bestowing upon them the highest of all honors. So, let me share with you, I believe, a biblical story that possibly best sums up this idea of learning and living and loving and honoring our ancestors by our lives. So, In the Old Testament, there's a story of a prophet named Elijah. Elijah was a very powerful prophet. Some of the things he did might make your skin crawl a little bit, but he is remembered as historically as a very powerful prophet. He had an understudy named Elisha, and Elisha was with him at all times. And so when Elijah realized it was his time to transition, to go back to God, and we don't know if Elijah died or not. A lot of people say that Enoch, the righteous man Enoch, was the only man that has never died. But in some ways, we talk about Elijah being carried off or in some sort of chariot of fire, whatever that means. Okay, I'll leave that one alone. But Elijah knew that his time was coming. And so he says to Elisha, what is it you want me to give you before I leave, before I transition? Elisha says to him, Elijah, I want a double portion of your spirit. And so we kind of mystify this whole story that Elijah says, if you see me, in other words, and preachers will say, if you're with me when I die, meaning you're loyal to me to the end. And sometimes that can be manipulative when some people know it's their time to move on from a church or even move on from a spiritual teacher or leader, that they're going to miss some type of mantle, some type of passing on of an anointing, some double portion of some sort. And so they've forced themselves to stay. But the words there are not if you're with me, it is if you see me. If you see, if you visualize, if you understand me when I go, then you will have, as Elisha requested, a double portion of my spirit. And so, how do we measure that? Do we measure that in double the amount of miracles, double the amount of success, double the amount of money, double the amount of lives that we've touched? Here is where the double portion is for me in my journey. If it's for you, chew on it, and maybe it's something that can benefit you this morning. I believe the best way we honor those and get a double portion of the spirits of those who have gone before us is to see them. Elijah said, if you see me when I go, see means I see all of it. I see the good, I see the bad, I see the ugly, I see the spiritual, I see the flesh, I see your religious side, I see your more carnal side. I see your successes, I see your failures. I see your mistakes and I see your triumphs. I see your weaknesses and I see your strengths. Anytime we are learning, anytime a spiritual teacher, guru, guide, life coach, mentor, whatever we call it, therapist, counselor, psychologist, anytime we desire something of them, some sort of double portion, some sort of learning and gleaning, we have to be very vigilant that we are not just seeing one portion, especially when that relationship transitions or perhaps even ends. Sometimes we end a relationship and all we can remember about a person is all their bad. Oh my goodness. All I remember is all these stupid things and these mistakes and how you hurt me and da 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 da. True, we should. That is a single portion. But if you want the double portion, you've got to see all of it. You've got to see a person's successes, their failures, their strengths, their weaknesses, their spirit, their flesh. All of that leads into how we honor our ancestors and how we truly receive the double portion. I want to read our prayer this morning. And in that, why don't you visualize an ancestor that's gone on before you? It could be a father or mother, could be someone that was younger than you, could be a child, it could be a niece, a nephew, could be a very close friend. Come on, dog lovers, could be a dog that taught you how to be patient and to forgive and to love and to celebrate the little joys in life. If I tell my dogs, I can't even say the word walk in my house. I can't even say the word, do you want to take a W? My dogs know if I rattle a bag in the kitchen, they come running. It's treat time, treat time. Sometimes dogs teach us lessons as much as ancestors. How do we live in joy? How do we forget the pain of yesterday and just be willing and open to celebrate the next day, to have little joys, little triumphs in life? Whatever those ancestors are to you, whatever that means to you, there's not a right or wrong answer. Let's honor their passing and their living by our ability to see them and then apply those lessons to our lives. All right. Our name for God today is Giver of Life. Giver of Life. Come on, let's read together. Giver of Life, enable me to honor all life by learning and then living the lessons left to me by my loved ones and ancestors. Today, I honor their passing by my living. My goodness, my prayer for you today is that you have and receive and realize the double portion that all of our ancestors have to leave to us, and that is for us to truly see. Tomorrow morning is Sunday morning. It will be again the day the Lord has made, and it will be Sunday, October the 17th. Our devotion tomorrow is room to grow. Room to grow. How do we reach that full capacity? How do we not go into that graveyard and make it a wealthier place? Let's grow. Let's reach our full potential. Let's be exactly who God created us to be. We're going to talk about that tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. And then we'll hopefully see many of you in person at church, others of you joining us virtually. There's not a right way. We're just glad that you connect with us. We hope you have a great Saturday. It is going to be a beautiful day today. Get outside, take a walk, take some breaths, walk in gratitude. The late Tibetan Zen Buddhist monk Thich Nhat Hanh actually began this idea of a walking meditation. Some of us think that meditation is just get still, take some deep breaths, try not to focus on your leg hurting or your grocery to-do list or whatever you got in your mind. But Thich Nhat Hanh said you don't just have to be still. Stillness is an attitude, not a physical attribute. Ooh, isn't that good? Get outside and walk. Take some deep breath. Do a walking meditation. Put some beautiful music in your ear. Follow your breath. Tell God thank you for each step that you take. Be conscious of nature around you. Be conscious of all the good things that life has to give us. Hope you have a great day today. We love you guys so much. I'm so enjoying our mornings together. Have a great day. God bless. And we will see you guys tomorrow morning.